Hello everybody, Plaguestar is back, isn't that wonderful? Yes it is, I'm going to answer that question for you. It is fabulous. It's actually changed a little bit as well. The vendor for the event is as always Nakak in Cetus, and she has many a wonderful thing. She sells the affinity flares, which are quite nice. She sells the Plaguestar emblem, as well as a ton of different resources like Cetus wisps and even some of the rarest gems that you normally get from Plains of Eidolon. But by far the best thing in her inventory is this wee thing over here. That is not a blueprint, that is a fully built Forma. This is one of the reasons, perhaps the main reason even, why Plaguestar is so popular. It is fantastic for printing fully built Forma. It's not even all that expensive. 3,000 mission standing is not a lot. But anyway, she also sells Sacrifice as well as Fulmination, which are quite nice. Then she sells some fish stuff, and she sells the Eidolon Phalanxes blueprint. This is very important, we're going to talk about this later. But anyway, moving on from there, we have the Snipetron blueprint, the Ether Dagger blueprint, 2 Exodias, Contagion and Epidemic, and a full Ghoul Soul set, so the blueprint, all the bits and bobs you need for it, as well as Butcher's Revelry. And last but definitely not least, we have blueprints for the Plague Aquin, Kripeth, Bokwin, and Hiwar. You start the Plaguestar event bounty from Konzu as always, however, there are now 3 different variations of that bounty. So if you scroll all the way down, you will see that the first one is level 15 to 25, then there is 55 to 65, and finally the Steel Path version, which is level 100 to 110. All 3 of the bounties have the same structure. It's a 4-stage bounty where the first stage is you going through one of the deep caves to pick up a container, which you have to put into a mixer and then defend during stage 2. Once the mixture is fully mixed from the mixer, you take it over to a fallen Grineer drone and you have to escort the drone to the Plaguestar during stage 3. Once the drone reaches the Plaguestar, it triggers stage 4 where you have to defend yourself and kill a bunch of infested. Now in this version of the mission, you do not fight any bosses, you just have to clear out the infested that spawn from the Plaguestar and you're done. The event standing you get from this isn't particularly fantastic though, you only get 1000, which is not a lot. Now if you want to be more efficient and get more standing per mission, you want to forget about the first one and either do the advanced one, which gives 3050, or if you're feeling really spicy, you can do the Steel Path one, which gives 3650. However, to enter either the advanced version or the Steel Path version, you are going to need an Eidolon Phylaxis as well as an infested catalyst. Now, while a reusable Phylaxis blueprint is purchasable from Nakak for 2000 mission standing, the reusable catalyst blueprint is available from the Biolab in a clan's dojo. They're both fairly cheap. The catalyst takes some plastids, nanospores, and ferrite, and you get 5 of them per craft. And the Phylaxis is even cheaper. It's 15 Erudite, 20 Grog Draw, and 10 Nisopod, and you once again craft them 5 at a time. You're probably gonna get more than this by just doing the bounty. Now, the Advanced and Steel Path bounties are pretty much the same as the first one up until the very final stage. Because in addition to just a horde of infested, you're also gonna have to fight 4 hemocytes. Now, a hemocyte is essentially just Elephantis. They use exactly the same mechanics and they will spawn at 25, 50, 75 and 99%. One thing you should be mindful of during the advanced bounty is that while the start of the bounty is level 55 to 65, the final fight around the Plaguestar is actually level 110 to 120. And you need fairly specific weaponry to make it go at least at a somewhat decent pace. Like if you don't have the right guns, you're gonna be there for a while. And I am completely out of the loop when it comes to meta weapons for Plaguestar. I have no idea. I haven't farmed it in a while. So if you have any tips for good guns for the hemocyte, please leave them in the comment section for me as well as everyone else. And please, do not underestimate how important the right setup is for the final stage of this bounty. Because the difference is like you're gonna be there for 3 minutes or 30 minutes. But my god, is it worth it if you can do it fast, because the advanced one gives you 3000. So you can get 1 Forma per run. And with the right gear, the runs don't take more like 15-20 minutes. So get in there and farm yourself a bunch of Forma. And as always guys, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it helpful. And I would like to extend a special thank you to all the channel members. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate your support. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.